How's it going, all? You're watching 3-Way Plays, and my name is Patrick. Today, I'm going to show you another little building technique on 76. I'm going to show you how you can make some or most items in your camp float. So the thing that's going to help you out the most, and I will show you, is going to be one of your best friends for this, and that is your camp itself. This camp is going to be how we're going to get items to float. So your camp will sit on most items in your camp, whether it be this portable toilet or you make a platform, depending on however high you want to. You can take your camp and you can set it up on top something like that, or you can take it and you can set it on a floor or a platform that you have built fairly high into the air. Doesn't matter. So after you have your camp placed on whatever it is for the height that you want, next is going to be finding the item that you want to make float. So once you have your item that you want to float, you're going to place it on top of your camp. Not everywhere on top of the camp it'll allow you to place it, but once it turns green, you're going to find that little special spot that it'll let you place it, and then place it. Now, I can place it there, but I'm not going to be able to place it up top or anything like that. I have not had any luck with trying to place it on the very top of the camp at all. It usually has to sit down on the base of it. But once you get it to where it sits like that, now you can remove your camp and you can remove the floor underneath of it. Now you have a floating item. You can do this with most items. If you can get the item to fit on top of the camp, then you can get it to float. Now let's say that you want something larger to put on there. Well, some items will set even if they are really large. So let's try to get this silo to fit up on top. Once you find the right spot where it'll actually set, turn green, and you can place it, once you place it, just remove your camp and remove whatever you have underneath of it, and you should have it to where it'll float. And now for some reason you have a floating silo. So a couple little ideas that you could use for this. Like I said, most every item will fit on it, whether it's large or small. There are a few items that won't just fit on top of your camp. But to kind of give you maybe like a little another idea with it, your turrets. They are also an item that will fit on top of it. As long as you find the right spot, they will fit. Maybe if I grab the camp and not the actual turret. That way you can have a floating turret. You don't have to worry about your enemies coming up and destroying it because it's on the ground or something like that. And you can still protect your camp without you having to worry about those things getting destroyed. Unless you got like a Scorch Beast or something like that coming at you, but we're not going to worry about that right now. It doesn't really matter how large the item is, as long as you can find a spot for it to sit on that camp. You can see how it kind of glitched through a little bit of the camp, but if I take the camp away, it's still there. And I can pick up the flooring, move the flooring if I want to, and you have a floating medallion sitting out there in the air, whatever. You can stand on it. That's just to kind of give you an idea. So the last thing that I'm going to show you is, let's say that you have an item that you'd like to get to float, but you can't get it to set on the camp. For whatever reason, it just will not set there, and when you feel like you've kind of got it, it turns green a little bit, and you go to place it, and you cannot. Okay. So take your item, and you're going to use these conduit pieces. Now you can use the short one, whatever one that will work for you is fine. You can also use rugs, you can use anything that you can set an item on top. I like using the conduits because they're small, they're out of the way, and they're kind of hard to see when you get to that point. So take your item that you're wanting to set on top to make floating, You're going to set it on top of your piece of conduit. And you're going to make sure that you can pick your conduit up. As it picks the conduit up, you got to make sure that the item that's sitting on top of it goes with it. So once you have the item that you want to get to float that you're having trouble with, and you've got it sitting on a piece of conduit, and like I said, you can use a rug, you can use anything really. Like I said, I just like to use the conduit because it's small. You're going to take the conduit and you're going to set the conduit on the camp. Now once you find the right spot, you are now able to remove that and you can have that item float. I will say that whatever you place on top of whatever item, conduit or rug, that item has to stay with the piece, because once you pick this up, it's going to take everything with it. If you were to take it and store it, it's going to store everything that's attached to it. So try to make the item that it's sitting on look like it's part of it. So even if you wanted to use a large rug or a couple large rugs or something like that, make it look like it's a part of it, and then use that rug to sit on top of the camp. So I hope this video helped, and I hope it gave you some extra ideas how to build in your camp, give you that extra little edge just to give that spice. Sorry. But yeah, if you did like this, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Also like and subscribe. Keep those subscriptions coming. We do appreciate everyone that does subscribe. But I want to say thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.